Hey, Sagittarius. Spirit was being so funny on the way into your reading. I was getting this very Madonna, like Vogue, Vogue, Vogue sort of an energy. I don't know what that is. Hey, let's see what's going on for you. Okay, in your reading today. Thank you, Spirit. All right. I feel like you're like, nope, doesn't resonate with me, doesn't balance with me. 2, 1, 2. Okay. You're like, reset. Destiny is telling my heart, reset, move forward. But you're moving forward through this frequency of this opening of your inner child, which is, they're saying it's practical, but I feel like it's needed. Okay. So let's see here. 3 of Wands. You're really tired of what's on your plate. Like you just like to clear your desk and just be like, done. Drink your tea. They're showing me a blue cup and just be like, can't I just be silent for a minute? Okay. But I feel like what you're doing right now, although you think it's pretty dumb, Spirit showed me that this is actually really aligning for you. Okay. Now, part of what you might be healing is this expectation of someone riding in to rescue you, and then they're actually riding in to burn your village down, right? Or feeling like they're coming in. Like there's this ancestral energy that they're showing me. Feeling like you're on the shores of, you know, like Scotland or something. And here comes the Viking raiders. And you're trying to like bow and arrow like the flames out onto their boats before they can get there. And that's not your truth. That's an old energy that you're trying to cut out and heal. Like there's a hypervigilance here where you are having to heal this. You don't need this is important because you're a fire sign. The fire is always around you protecting you, but you don't have to hold it, wield it all the time, okay? And you just don't see that, okay? Because there's almost like a fear of what's in the emotions, a fear of what's on the water, a fear of the fight that's coming towards you. But they're saying, again, it is the emotionality that is what is needed here. It is the emotionality here that brings you this ability to get through this past frequency and move ahead. But you're accustomed to not getting emotions or emotions being used as a tool of abuse by toxic energies. They're showing me this inner child, okay? Like you may have watched your parents fight and that could have really traumatized you, but you're used to feeling like you have to hold on to this fire, which is very ancestral. Be quiet, hold the fire, and be ready to fight. But they're showing me whatever this is that you've been afraid of, it's already on the other side, okay? Could be somebody with heavy earth energy. They could have a very balanced chart, but it's like complete opposites. but they're already out, and you don't need to worry about that anymore. That frequency's over. Okay. King of Cups. There is emotional stability on the other side. There is spiritual emotionality on the other side of this. This could even lead to a marriage for some of you, or for very, very few, if you are dealing with someone with heavy cancer in their chart, this healing could be what is needed to bring the balance back to your relationship. It's about letting the fire go. You have to let the fire go for a while. For some of you, I'm getting, this is a very weird thing, and although I do have nutritional and fitness training, I am not here giving you advice. This is entertainment, okay? So go talk to your own personal trainer, your own doctor, your own nutritionist, okay? This is just what Spirit's showing me. For some of you, what Spirit is showing me is this idea of you need to let your metabolism rest. You may be getting too many omega-6s, or you may be having whatever you're digesting, whatever you're eating. Like they're showing me red. It's red. It's hot. It takes a high metabolism to burn through it, and it's not helping you heal. You need light energies, berries, and they're showing me like maybe salmon and white fish, and just very light, lots of water, herbal teas. Like your body's requesting this sort of like calming energy. But that's where the struggle comes in, because you are bound and determined to be on fire, okay? Spirit's saying, how about some carrots, okay? How about growing things from taking things off the trees, okay? From the ground, off the trees. Wild berries, apples, okay? Leafy greens. And they're showing me, so one of the things that works for me may not work for you. When I have done fasting for my autoimmune illness, again, talk to your own doctor about this, it was a struggle for me to fast an entire day, but not 24 hours, just the day. Like there's something about me needing to know that I have food every day because of the food scarcity that I had as a child. So I will start my fast at noon and go until noon the next day, and then eat until noon the following day, okay? And maybe that's what you need to do to break some of these patterns, okay? One more, thank you, Spirit. Yeah. And they're saying that you'll be able to bring the fire back once you work through this pattern, okay? And they're saying this seems really weird to you. If it doesn't ring true, it's not your reading, okay? So keep that in mind. This is not for everyone. This one is more, that part was more of a very specific energy for someone, okay? For the rest of you, what I'm seeing here is that you've been dealing with a lot of like again, really toxic energies, and it has been coming up again and again and again to bring up some of those ancestral patterns so that you could work through them, divide them, decide what's yours and what's not, and then take what's yours and grow from it, okay? Again, You may find that your Chiron has been put aside for a little bit in terms of love and romance. Yeah. Thank you, Spirit. Some of you may have just ended a romance, or you put aside your Chiron healing because you haven't felt ready for it because of the relationship you're in, but you made a wish. You may not want to admit to it, but you made a wish and you opened a portal and it's starting to come in, okay? I do feel like second half of the year is going to be a lot of open doors, and you better be prepared for them because you opened it, okay? This could all start when Mercury goes direct. Perhaps if there's a retrograde in like June, July, maybe even, no, it's June, July, okay, Spirit. That's probably something about that. It could just be that they're talking about Gemini season, but I feel like Mercury direct energy there. Uranus and Neptune, again, they are showing me that you made a wish from your upper heart chakra, and this is showing up for you. And by August, some of you are already going to have like a new home within you or outside of yourself. And a lot of doors are going to open and you're going to have to make some choices. Okay. Let's close it off with a few more oracles here. Again, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Yeah. It's free will for you. If you are ready to move to the next level, to work through all of this and serve your highest purpose. But this is just guidance from Spirit. Some of you just aren't ready, and that's okay. You don't have to be ready. You'll know when you're ready. And maybe this isn't your time. Maybe there's too much to go into the waters. It would drown you. Okay? Just dip a big toe in. Take it back out. Right? It's a process. I personally, going into transpersonal psychology, I started going into therapy myself to work through things, and here I am 3 years in, and like the layers just keep peeling. So don't think that you have to be all done tomorrow. It's a never-ending process. Okay. Healing is an all of our life journey. Let's get you a spirit animal wisdom card here. Yeah, you feel empowered with your fire because you're like, fire brings me creative and spiritual freedom. But remember what the phoenix does is it burns down to an ash and then it rises out of the fire. It doesn't remain in the fire. There is something here about letting go of the fire. And there is definitely inner child work here where you're like, let your inner child have some fun, okay? So let's look here at the phoenix. Okay. I wish this was in order. Such an annoying part of this book, this deck, is the way they put it in. Okay, there we go. 6. So choices, maybe choices to go towards the emotionality, the love, the divine energy within yourself. Okay. Fire activation brings creative and spiritual freedom. The phoenix rises from the flames in a powerful activation of your sacral and solar plexus chakras. He speaks of creative and spiritual freedom, showing many chains that may have restricted you are now breaking apart. This energy is being recycled within you, being transmuted to something powerful, a surge of fire that will help you focus and accelerate your path. Courage, strength, and passion are felt with the Phoenix. His energy is empowering you to shine the brightest that you can. Take these fire activations and feel them in your belly. Fan the flames and bring them up to your heart and let them settle and instill that warm glow as you lead and empower yourself and others to where you are and they need to be. There you go. So I hope that you guys have a beautiful rest of the month. If this didn't resonate with you, make sure you check out your other placements. All right. Much love, guys. Bye.